How's your trip? Good.
Very grateful to you for taking the time to receive you. I have one. We need to start.
Pertanyaan-pertanyaan. Ladies and gentlemen, because time is short, we will dispense with introductions, and I would suggest that we go immediately into a question and answer period, and I would open the floor immediately for any questions you may have. I would like to appeal to you to keep it short, because the Secretary of State has a long program still ahead of her, and we can't be too long here. Please, any questions?
Message from Mr. Clinton you brought into President Habibie.
Well, first of all, good wishes and the best of luck, I think, for what is a very important time in Indonesian history, and the importance that the United States attaches to free, fair, and open elections that are being prepared, and and congratulations in terms of the steps that President Habibie has taken vis-a-vis East Timor, and the importance of making sure that that everything that takes place here is done in a way where there is no violence, and where the people of Indonesia are increasingly capable of taking part in the unfolding political process.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Keith Richburg from the Washington Post. Just two questions. One, in any of your discussions yesterday or today, did the human rights questions come up, and particularly questions like prosecutions for things like the May riots or things that happened last year that still haven't been settled, and release of more political prisoners? If those questions came up, and what response did you get? And secondly, what's going to be the purpose of your meeting with the opposition leaders today?
First of all, the issue of human rights has come up both in my discussions with the Foreign Minister yesterday and today with President Habibie. The subject that is very much on my mind, and the responses that I received was that the issue of human rights is also of great importance to the government, and that they are looking into ways to make sure that justice is carried out as far as the riots and things that took place in May. And generally, that from my sense, that there was obviously a huge improvement in the human rights situation in Indonesia, and that we consider continued work on the human rights issue is very important to what I see is this new spirit of democracy that is blossoming here in Indonesia. The reason for my meeting with, excuse me, with opposition leaders is same as in any country, is I always do try to meet not only with the official government leaders, but also with opposition leaders. I do that on a regular basis.
Siapa lagi? Any other questions?
Yes.
Sorry, yes, please.
Jonathan Head from the BBC. Madam Secretary, can you tell me from your discussions with President Habibie how confident you are that Indonesia really is prepared for this election to ensure that it is free and fair and reasonably free of violence?
Well, the sense that I got from talking with the President is one that he is obviously devoted to having this happen, a free, fair, and open election. And also his understanding and, frankly, desire for international monitoring presence during the election period, and an understanding about the importance of having technical assistance to make sure that the elections are carried off in a fair, free, and democratic way. And he spoke to me about, for instance, asking President Carter and the Carter Center to play a role that they've played in other countries, and other international experts to come and assist. So I had very much a sense that, one, there was a desire to have the elections be carried out in a free, fair, and open way, and second, a recognition that often a country going through this kind of election process can benefit from having outside technical assistance.
Madam Secretary, Bob Drogan, Los Angeles Times. Can you just give us an update, please?
Well, as I have mentioned before, Senator Dole is on his way, and the reason for that is that he is someone that has is very well known to the Kosovo Albanian community and to American Albanians, and has played a key role with them before in communicating with them, and we felt that it was a very good idea for him to be able to add his voice to all of us who are saying that the agreement that has been worked out by Ambassador Chris Hill is one that does provide the Kosovo Albanians with a high degree of autonomy, and that it would be to their advantage, I think, to come to an agreement on it. As I mentioned, Ambassador Holbrook's, the decision about Ambassador Holbrooke has not been finally taken. And I have, despite the fact that I am not in the right time zone, have kept very close tabs on everything that is going on, being in touch with Ambassador Hill and with Senator Dole and with the team in Washington that is handling the Kosovo issue. And I think that the whole purpose of it is obviously to move beyond where we were at Rambouillet and get ready for the March 15th meetings, and to keep the process going, because I have felt all along that while this may be difficult, it was the responsible and right thing for the United States and the Secretary of State specifically to do, is to try very hard to move this process so that people are not dying for their rights, but have the ability to sign an agreement that would provide them with a very high degree of autonomy, which is why I've have been as involved in this as I have.
The opposition leader, Amin Rais, wants United States to pressure the government to solve the problem, the violence in Ambon. What do you think about that?
Well, we have, among the various discussions that I've had, both with the Foreign Minister and with the President, and the ones that I will continue to have with leaders today, is that, and the call that I have been making in all my statements, is the importance of solving all these problems in a non-violent way. A cycle of violence will not lead to a resolution of the various issues, and what we have been supporting is a non-violent approach and movement towards free, fair, and open elections.
Thank you. One more there. Who's there? Siapa yang tadi? Ada lagi? I'm sorry. Tidak ada di situ. Yeah, please.
Mrs. Albright, in your discussions with President Habibie, did you raise the issue of economic reforms and the pace that Indonesia is carrying out these economic reforms? Is the United States pushing Indonesia to move ahead on this issue? Thank you.
I did raise the issue of the pace of economic reforms with the President and the importance of following through on the agreements that Indonesia has made with the IMF, the importance of restructuring the banking system, and doing everything possible to keep the economic reform ball rolling. And the President accepted the fact that all that was necessary.
Last one. Thank you. Last question, right there.
Madam Secretary.
Yes.
Laura Myers with the Associated Press. I understand you're going to be meeting later today with Mr. Gusmao. Did you, in your discussions, suggest that maybe he should be released as well as other political prisoners that are still held in Indonesia?
We spoke specifically about the importance of human rights and allowing people the possibility of participating within the various democratic processes. That was our discussion.
Thank you very much. Thank you.